Let's get through this, guys. Guys, I'm a little bit under the weather. I have been for a few days, but I'm gonna get through this video because this is important. This is gonna be one of more of our serious videos. What is up there, guys? And welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? Well, it's 3 a.m. I'm doing all right. So, check this out. You know, one of the things that when Outsidaz put out a diss track on me, he did say that he would have my silly ass dissolved. Now, ironically, the only one that is getting dissolved is him. Because, like I told you all in that last video, that I don't make diss tracks. I can't. I'm actually sick. I can't do much laughing. I can't. But what I can do and what I do, I strategically break you down and break you apart in a very artsy way. And you're gonna find yourself, ironically, on the outside. When this first thing begun about a month ago, when he put out this first post, you know, announcing to the world that he would be basically going against Eminem. Eminem is a hater. Eminem is part of the machine. Eminem has took his style. Now, I must admit, at first I was intrigued. I was intrigued because he was an outsider stating these things. But the more I researched and the more I reached out and the more just looking at posts and looking at a lot of the different ways he move and some of the other outsiders move, I had came to the conclusion that, this guy, not just clout chasing, but there's something deeper. You know, I had came to the conclusion in my very first video that there's a lot of internal problems inside of the Outsidaz, and that members and that this whole group, it's not what it seemed. They are not good behind the scene. I said that a month ago.
That he would think that would at least ask about his kids. You babysit, you know my kids. So he's talking about group members. He's talking about people that know him, people that are close to him. So this post is all about, imagine that these people, they were talking to him and calling him like, yo, I'm getting some hate. You know, what's going on with you and Marshall? Why are you coming at Marshall? And which is white privilege. And this made him upset. You can tell that this triggered him. And once again, this rings true, and it further concretes the dialogue and the narrative that I'm pushing in this video. That man, there is something going on internally. There was an internal frustration and anger, or some type of upset, or some talking to between the members because of what is going on, because they don't agree. But then it feels like they're not with him, and you know, I'm just heated.
Now, a lot of people in the comments said that you don't know anything. They were mad and they say, how would you know that? Stop trying to cause division. This channel is a bunch of drama. And even as was himself, he posted up this after that video a few weeks ago. He posted up my thumbnail and said it was all fake news. I knew that if I continued to edge and pick and poke and put out videos, that he would only eventually expose himself, forcing other members to, you know, actually come out and want to talk. Now, after he posted up that thumbnail, I went in full petty mode. I contacted 4 of the Outsidaz members. I contacted Bazaar, I contacted Rod Digger, I contacted YoungZee, and I contacted one more. Now, this 4th one on last night had stated that he didn't want me to say his name or anything, so out of respect, that's how I roll, I won't. But I contacted 4 members. Now, Bazaar never got back with me, but Rod Digger and YoungZee, they were willing to talk and willing to do interviews. You know, they had reached that point. With all my videos and with all he kept saying and kind of hyping them up and edging them on, they found, yeah, it's finally time. Now, something happened on last night. He did another interview with a doggy something, that channel. So Me and him were going to be doing an interview on last night. We're going to be doing one today. But we'll see, because I really don't need to do it. But it's totally up to YoungZee if he still wants to. Dude, if you're watching, we still can do it. I've already been in contact, and you know, we were talking last night and said that he has the interview there. But we'll see if we still need to do that. But honestly, the nail has been put in the coffin on this guy. Maybe he's saying that Eminem took his style because of his own self-insecurities. That's what I came up with. YoungZee, he actually confirmed that. Let me play a clip.
Like, he said stuff like him and Slang was going around battling everybody, and me and Pace was taking the credit. Like, that's not true. I never even seen Outsidaz battle anybody. Period. That's what we used to do. The Outsidaz used to battle. We used to jump out on ciphers, and we could be riding down the street, jump out on ciphers, and start battling niggas. We used to jump the train to New York, and we ain't had no money at like a Puffy party or a Wu-Tang party, and we try to battle every celebrity that come in the door. That's how we got our names up, and then I started doing a Blaze battle and all this stuff. Yeah, Outsidaz never was a battle rapper. Today, right now, he's still not a battle rapper. Because that song he put out is not I don't even know what the hell that is. I told you, Outsidaz didn't even rap when I met him. He just had a car and used to drive us around everywhere. He was Uber before Uber.
So that's kind of, so here we hear YoungZee talking that, yeah, he wasn't even a rapper. You know, I came to the conclusion that actually, you know, far as style-wise, you know, way back then, everybody, they all was learning to be great rappers. They're trying to find what can get them out of the situation, get them out of the ghetto, get them out of this hard situation that they were in. So if rap can do that, they were willing to learn. You know, when you are in a household of family members and a bunch of people, you're going to pick up little traits and habits and schedules and routines that everyone do. That's just nature. That's just natural. And with this, Outsidaz is one of the worst in the group. I mean, the styles that he actually picked up from all these other group members. You know, according to YoungZee and just according to context clues. So yeah, the very thing that he was trying to accuse Eminem of was because of his own insecurities. But we couldn't stop there because, like I said, he said that it was just fake news, that I was making up stuff a month ago. So is YoungZee and the guys and Rod Digger, you know, all cool and great with him? Well, he's no longer a part of the Outsidaz. You know, on that interview, Rod Digger, she was in the comments, and one of the things, well, let me play this clip.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really be talking to Outsidaz that much. I was in the studio when I first came home. He popped up in there. I let him do 8 bars just because he popped up at the studio. But I ain't talked to him since, and I ain't talked to him years before that. Like, I don't even like know what he talking about. Talking about he want to take his diss record down so somebody else can put one up. That's stupid. You know, it's not M's fault that the door that we had open closed on us because of personal things the Outsidaz did within each other. He did his best to do whatever, you know, although, you know, people say why he ain't signing all the shady records, but it was just a whole lot going on with that. And we never really presented a record to Shady Records to sign anyway.
As is disrespecting Eminem, that could have something fall back on y'all?
Yeah, I mean, he's saying Outsidaz. He ain't saying just Outsidaz, he's saying Outsidaz. And he has no right to do that because he's not a member of the Outsidaz where he has a leader position.
Like I told, it all goes back to my very first video. He's not an outsider. They don't even mess with him like that. But you claim that I was fake news. You just had to diss me. Actually, I like that. I'm good with that. That took things up a notch. You see, because when I heard the diss, that's when I reconnected, really start messaging all 4 of these guys and like, hey, we need to do this now. And I was set to expose that he wasn't really a rapper. I was set to expose that you were the one stealing styles. So, as is hearing and reading the temperature in the room, he knew that his time was up. Now, as is he did eventually go ahead and admit, I guess, defeat. He did post up this clip of Rod Digga on the mic, and she's talking about, I guess this was his rebuttal to, I was a producer of a beat and whatnot, of the beats. And in this clip, Rod Digga is just talking about how something about they paid him $5K for a beat or whatnot to produce the beat and all that good stuff, and they took 15. But it's the caption that I want to read. Listen to how he has finally submitted. See, this is why I would never be a part of the Outsider ever again. Dude said I was an Uber. Yeah, he said he's like an Uber driver. He would just drive them around. Laugh my ass off, nigga. You was flat ass broke. Me, Pace, and DU were the only ones with cars, and you was hating them. I hope y'all paying attention, because if I started rapping after dude and I'm still strong, that speaks volume. He said that I started rapping after dude and I'm still going strong, and it speaks volume. Okay. The fact of the matter is that Aziz knows that he's no longer a part of the Outsidaz, and you don't get to say I'm quitting after you've been fired. You can't say it now. You can't say, oh, I never wanted to be a part in the first place. No, it's over. I can promise you, if you went about this another way, I wouldn't be making this video today. If you went about it reaching out to an Eminem, you know, all my videos would be like, oh shoot, guys, so we're about to get an Outsider and a Eminem collaboration. These are the new outside, you know, the Eminem used to be a part of this group. This is what all these videos would have been. But instead, you use hate. Hate only bring forth more hate. In order to stop the very lines of hate, someone has to come in with some positivity. Hate plus hate only equals hate. And yeah, nailed that shit in the coffin. If you're new to the channel, all right, so who's next? What else is going on out there, guys? Who is next? I feel horrible. Guys, I thank you all for watching. I just want to sit and chat with you all. I am going to go back to bed. I want to sit and chat with you all. I thank you all for watching. Hey, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I think I'm going to go ahead through with the YoungZee video. We can be a little petty because my interviews are going to be a little bit more different. All right? We going to be a bit more petty. So you don't want to miss the next episode. As always, guys, I do need to ask, I'm gonna need to ask YoungZee about this whole post that he just put out. I'm gonna have to ask YoungZee, hey, he said that, hey, you were broke and it was only him that had cars, and I hope y'all paying attention. If I started rapping after dude, I'm still going strong. Speaks about, I don't know. I'll ask him about this post. But anyway, stay tuned. I will see you guys in the very next video. KIP, keep it positive.